Channel 11 News. Coverage you can count on.
Our top story at noon, a federal agent shot in the Hill District, and that shooter is in custody. Thanks for joining us. I'm Gordon Lesh.
And I'm Peggy Finnegan. In the past hour, we learned the ATF agent is in stable condition. Those shots were fired just a few blocks from Mercy Hospital. Channel 11's Liz Kilmer has new information.
A suspect is in federal custody accused of shooting an ATF special agent. Police, local and federal, have blocked off Marion Street here for hours. A SWAT scene in Uptown early Thursday morning after an ATF special agent was shot during a multi-agency operation in the area of Marion Street.
That's crazy. Right now, everybody's getting shot by everybody, so it's just like, don't surprise me.
Officials say a suspect has been taken into custody. Channel 11 cameras there as police and FBI investigated for hours, going in and out of this home and blocking the street off between Forbes and Watson.
No neighborhood safe no more, so, feel sorry for the person and, hopefully he's better. Hopefully nothing happened to him and get back to work or get back to his family.
Investigators say the agent was tended to by on-scene ATF medics and is receiving medical care. He is in stable condition. A statement from the Bureau reads in part, quote, "Our jobs as ATF special agents are inherently dangerous. We understand the risks we take every day as we perform our law enforcement duties." And we are working to learn more about what led up to this shooting and who the suspect is and the charges that individual is facing. Look for the very latest tonight at 5. In Uptown, I'm Liz Kilmer, Channel 11 News.
And it was a violent night. There were 3 more shootings overnight. One on 5th Avenue in McKeesport turned deadly. Police tell us a woman was in a car when she was shot and killed. They say there was a fight in a bar before the shooting. A little before that, police in Beaver County were called to a shooting at Linmar Terrace in Aliquippa. Officials there tell us that a woman was flown to a hospital. And shortly before midnight, another shooting. This one happened on Montier Street in Wilkinsburg. Police tell us one person was taken to the hospital, and they are still investigating.
A live look from the Channel 11 tower cam. Cloudy out there right now. Some stray showers in the area.
And meteorologist Scott Harbaugh is tracking some rain and the chance for a pop-up thunderstorm today. Scott?
Yeah, if you're with us on Channel 11 Morning News, told you the southeastern counties toward the mountains would be seeing more rain than the rest of us. That's certainly the case at this noontime hour. We've had a couple sprinkles pass through Washington County, but a lot of cloud cover. Visible satellite cloud covers really developed in the last couple of hours, and more clouds than sun as we go through the rest of the day today. 74 right now in Pittsburgh already, 78 degrees in Beaver, and 73 in Greensburg. We will be seeing a couple showers, maybe a rumble of thunder in a spot or two later today. I'm going to go back into the weather center right now. Update storm tracker for the hour-by-hour timing on when you're going to want to be inside later this afternoon. I'll have that for you coming up in about 15 minutes.
Breaking right now, the Supreme Court has blocked the Trump administration from ending the DACA program, which protects hundreds of thousands of immigrants who were brought to the U.S. as children from being deported. It also offers them work authorization. This morning's 5-4 ruling says the administration didn't give a good enough reason for ending the program.
Charges filed against a Port Authority bus driver. Police say she was driving recklessly when she hit Barbara Como in Oakland. The Pitt student was struck crossing a street in Oakland back in January. The bus driver now faces several charges, including involuntary manslaughter. Channel 11's Mike Holden has been looking over the police paperwork for us and has a closer look at what police say happened.
Investigators spent months reviewing surveillance footage and evidence from this case. They have now charged the bus driver with recklessly driving as well as involuntary manslaughter, and the people we spoke with out here say change is necessary. Channel 11 followed investigators back in mid-January when the initial incident played out in Oakland. The accident happened early afternoon near the intersection of DeSoto Street and 5th Avenue. This is where police say Port Authority bus driver Siobhan James made the turn off 5th Avenue and hit the Pitt student. That student, 20-year-old Barbara Como, was rushed to nearby UPMC Presbyterian where she later died. The death was ruled an accident. However, investigators still filed charges, citing there were pedestrians in the the crosswalk who had the right-of-way when James made the turn. The Port Authority says James remains off work with pay. An internal disciplinary hearing is pending. According to the criminal complaint, James operated the bus in an unsafe condition by moving with the standing passenger. It also says James drove for about 5 more feet, looked out the window, and saw the victim lying in the street. Riders we spoke with say this is a sad situation.
For them to have to go through that, it's a very sad thing. My heart and my prayers go out to them.
You never know what's going to happen.
James's court date has not yet been set. We're now working to talk with commuters about safety changes they'd like to see in the near future, plus the University of Pittsburgh's message to the victim's family. That's all for Channel 11 News starting at 5 o'clock tonight. Reporting in Oakland, Mike Holden, Channel 11 News.
Police are looking for the man they say attacked a child welfare worker that led to a standoff on the north side. We first followed this as it was breaking yesterday at noon. The CYF worker was able to get out with a 7-year-old, but the man barricaded himself inside the home on North Avenue in Manchester with a woman and a 2-year-old. That's when the SWAT team was called in, and when they went inside, the man there was already gone. No one was hurt. The man charged with killing a local teen is expected to be extradited back to Lawrence County. Connor Henry was arrested in Ocean City, Maryland, days after the disappearance of 19-year-old Amari Wise. Wise was last seen in the Henry family's garage in Newcastle. Police say a witness told investigators he saw Connor shoot Amari in the back of the head. His body was found Monday night in Chenango Township, less than 2 miles from the garage. Connor's father, Todd, is also charged. Police say he cleaned up the crime scene and got rid of the body.
A new task force working to identify downtown rioters has a new picture that they want you to see. These pictures show a man police say turned a peaceful protest violent. So please take a close look at the man in the Steelers jersey. Police say he vandalized 2 police cars, threw objects at officers, and looted businesses. And he has this tattoo on his left elbow that represents a bomb design. The task force was created after last month's riots in downtown East Liberty, and their work has already led to several arrests. The former Atlanta officer who shot a suspect in the back has been charged with murder. A second officer has also been charged. And today, an interview with the man who was shot is out. He talks about his past experiences with police. NBC's Blaine Alexander takes us through the interview and has more on the charges.
We're hearing for the first time this newly released interview with Rayshard Brooks from earlier this year, speaking with the organization Reconnect about his previous experience being incarcerated.
Look at us as individuals. We do have lives, it's just a mistake we made, and, not just do us as if we are animals.
It comes as prosecutors allege the police officer who shot him did not render aid for more than 2 minutes.
What we discovered is during the 2 minutes and 12 seconds that Officer Rolfe actually kicked Mr. Brooks while he laid on the ground, while he was there fighting for his life. The other officer, Officer Brosnan, actually stood on Mr. Brooks's shoulders while he was there struggling for his life.
Both officers are facing criminal charges. Former Officer Garrett Rolfe, who was terminated, is facing 11 charges, including the most serious, felony murder. After firing the deadly shots, prosecutors say Rolfe said these words.
The utterance made by Officer Rolfe was, "I got him."
The second officer, Devin Brosnan, facing charges of aggravated assault and oath violation.
Now today,
Brooks' widow, Tamika Miller, spoke with Savannah earlier this morning.
It's just very emotional. Father's Day is coming up, and all I can keep thinking about is my husband won't be here. No matter how many charges they face, it's not going to bring them back.
Last Friday, the 2 officers tried to arrest Brooks in a Wendy's parking lot after investigators say he failed a sobriety test. After speaking calmly for more than 40 minutes, video shows Brooks struggling with the officers once they tried to arrest him, grabbing one of their tasers and running before the DA says he turned around and fired that taser at them. Rolfe responded with 2 gunshots to the back. Attorneys for both officers are speaking out, saying that their clients did render aid to Brooks. An attorney for Rolfe is saying that his client's actions were justified. Meanwhile, an attorney for Officer Brosnan is slamming the DA, calling this a rush to misjudgment. In Atlanta, I'm Blaine Alexander, NBC News.
The Allegheny County Health Department has released its COVID-19 update, and new cases remain low. Just 9 new cases reported since yesterday, and 3 patients were admitted to the hospital. There have been 2,122 positive cases since the first case was reported in Allegheny County on March 14th. Pennsylvania is one of 3 states being recognized by the CDC for reducing the number of coronavirus cases. The CDC says Pennsylvania had a downward trend of cases for more than 42 days. Governor Tom Wolf says the decision to require masks, even in the green phase, could have lasting effects if there's a possible surge in the fall. The other 2 states that are reducing the number of cases are Montana and Hawaii. A firestorm is brewing on Capitol Hill between President Donald Trump and his former national security advisor. John Bolton is now accusing the president of some serious allegations, including soliciting China's help with the 2020 election. Our Washington correspondent, Serena Marshall, has more from her home outside D.C.
Good afternoon. This is all stemming from a yet-to-be-released book by John Bolton. It's called The Room Where It Happens. And this morning, President Trump tweeted that the book is a compilation of lies and made-up stories. But yesterday, the Justice Department saw an emergency restraining order to stop the book's publication, claiming it contained information that would be damaging to national security.
Former National Security Advisor John Bolton should know all too well that it's unacceptable to have highly classified information from the government of the United States in a book that will be published.
The allegations in the book include accusing President Trump of asking China's President Xi for help getting him reelected in 2020 and reportedly approved his regime building concentration camps for some Muslims. Offering to help the Turkish president interfere with a Justice Department investigation, Bolton also reportedly includes embarrassing claims that the president thought Finland was part of Russia and didn't know the UK, one of the U.S.'s closest partners, was a nuclear power. Top Democrats on Capitol Hill now want Bolton to come and testify, either voluntarily or under subpoena. He'd previously snubbed House investigators' efforts to testify during the impeachment inquiry. Reporting from outside Washington, I'm Serena Marshall, Channel 11 News.
Organizers of this auto show say they've followed state rules on social distancing and cleaning. The reason the Pennsylvania Health Department is suing to shut the show down.
And a potential breakthrough in the fight against coronavirus, a common steroid that is helping patients recover. The local health system already using the drug.
And celebration concerns, fireworks shows canceled, but that isn't stopping pop-up celebrations from happening. Why some people say enough is enough.
Plus, I'm putting together a storm tracker to pinpoint hour by hour where rain is most likely this afternoon.
You're streaming WPXI now, your source for original local shows. Get the inside scoop on all the hot events, entertainment, and celebrities in and around Pittsburgh every week. Stream Access Pittsburgh on demand anytime on WPXI Now.
going to find anything else like the breaking news desk in Pittsburgh.
You're going to get breaking news as it's happening.
We have an anchor now dedicated to following the latest information as it comes in.
That is a resource no one else has.
If you see me on the breaking news desk, you know it's an important story.
Channel 11 News at 5, covering more news happening in Allegheny County.
Can they please stop? Please stop and let people get some sleep.
When the sun goes down, the fireworks go up. That's what many of you have been telling us in the newsroom. Fireworks go up. That's what many of you have been telling us in the newsroom. And the noise has become a real nuisance. With so many celebrations canceled this summer, apparently people are taking the world of pyrotechnics into their own hands. And as our Amy Hudak explains, not everyone is pleased.
It's just loud booming in the late night while I'm trying to lay down, get ready for work.
All around Allegheny County, one neighbor after the next is telling us a similarly frustrating story.
Fireworks any 4 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning, all around. Can they please stop? Please stop and let people get some sleep.
Families have reached out to us saying they're up all night and their kids are being spooked.
She be up and just can't sleep, hard to put her back to sleep.
And for the neighborhood dogs, it's an especially anxious time.
The dogs next door to us be going crazy. They hate the fireworks, and I hate them too, because then the dogs bark, everybody's woke now.
This is the first time people won't be standing here on Grandview Avenue watching the fireworks show above the skyline. But that doesn't mean people aren't creating their own shows in their own neighborhoods. Some wonder if COVID-19 has more people trapped inside looking for entertainment, or if it's just the time of the year. Penn Hills police say they're already seeing calls about fireworks and the season is just starting. They've already cited a family, and they say that family won't be the last. Neighbors say they're all for the spirit of the summer when done safely, just not in the middle of a work night.
Every summer from the end of June to the end of August, all the time, every night.
Amy Hudak, Channel 11 News.
And by the way, fireworks are legal in Pennsylvania as long as they're set up 150 feet or more from a building. Always check with the town or municipality in which you live. There might be different regulations there.
The State Department of Health is filing a lawsuit to shut down an auto show. It comes down to a number, 250. Even in the green phase of reopening, which Cumberland County is in, gatherings of 250 people or more are prohibited. In the lawsuit, the state is calling the event a public health threat and saying it could increase the spread of COVID-19. The auto show near Harrisburg advertises it draws about 100,000 people normally, but they don't expect the typical crowd this year and say prevention measures are in place.
There is no one location here at the fairgrounds where 250 people will be gathering at any one time during this event or any other event on our season schedule.
The state would not comment on the lawsuit, but said its priority is to keep Pennsylvanians safe from COVID-19.
Your severe weather Team 11 forecast.
More clouds than sun across much of the area this afternoon as we look live with our PennDOT cameras. I-79 Bridgeville. You can see the cloud cover. Keep in mind, it's not all real thick cloud cover, although there are a couple spots where the cloud cover is a bit thicker. 74 in downtown right now, not seeing much in the way of sunshine at this hour. East wind currently at 10 miles per hour. And if you step outside, you'll notice just a touch more humidity than we've had the last couple of days. 77 in Beaver right now, 77 in Indiana, where there's been a bit more sunshine. Look at Somerset, cloudy most of the morning, only 64 degrees right now. Here's Storm Tracker Doppler 11 radar in motion, starting to pull some showers back to the northwest. Most of this confined to areas in the mountains and south of the Mason-Dixon line for now, but there's a shower just southeast of Washington that continues to push back to the northwest. Keep in mind, the reason why this is all moving from southeast to northwest, area of low pressure sitting over the Carolinas and slowly pushing off to the north. And as it does the next couple days, we'll throw some moisture in here from time to time. Lots of clouds this afternoon, spotty shower, stray thunderstorm, but again, I'm not expecting much in the way of thunderstorm activity. Here's Storm Tracker, 1 this afternoon. Green is rain. You get into these areas of yellow, some orange, picking up some heavier rain, maybe a thunderstorm. And notice the best chance at 3 o'clock this afternoon. Down into Garrett County, Greene County, could be a quick clap of thunder near where the Yauk River meets the Mon River near White Oak. And then as we get to 5, 6 o'clock, becomes really hit and miss again. This is daytime heating sort of stuff, at least most of it. So the better chance of a shower or thunderstorm really through the weekend, afternoon and evening. typical summertime stuff, and summer does begin officially Saturday afternoon, just about 5:43 in the afternoon. 11 o'clock tonight, we're quiet, spotty showers tonight, stray rumble of thunder, and we'll drop to 62. Tomorrow, back up to 80 degrees, and again, a couple showers, maybe a storm and a spot or two, but most of the daylight hours tomorrow will be dry. Here's Storm Tracker, 8 a.m. tomorrow, some showers in the area, and then they kind of fade away, and then we'll see more development by early afternoon. Notice at 1 o'clock, Somerset County, Garrett County, Indiana County, along the ridges, and that's where most of the action is during the afternoon. We'll get a couple into the Pittsburgh area, a few showers, but notice all the breaks in the action. So again, there will be plenty of breaks throughout the day, and then by tomorrow evening, things calm down. We'll do it all over again as we hit the weekend. Humidity going to be up a bit. It's not going to be terrible, but definitely on the muggy side the next couple of days. By the time we get into late tomorrow night, early Saturday morning, just kind of humid. 5-day forecast with your weekend always in view. We do turn up the thermostat a little bit this weekend as well. High temperatures in the mid-80s. Isolated showers and thunderstorms on Saturday. Slightly better chance of some showers and thunderstorms on Sunday. 86 for the high temperature on Sunday. Monday, scattered storms and 82 degrees.
Many local businesses are on the brink. The help that could keep them from going under.
Plus, with the primary season coming to an end, all eyes are on November. The major concern voters should be aware of before heading to the polls.
You put on Channel 11 Morning News. There is a team that has been working all night to get you the news you need.
The news doesn't stop. We don't stop. We want to make sure you know everything you need to know to get prepared for your day.
We decide what is the most important thing that you need to know when you wake up.
Once a story goes on air, that's just the beginning. It's going to change throughout the morning. It always does.
That's why Channel 11 Morning News is here to get you prepared. We have the breaking news desk. We have Scott and Tricia looking out for you as far as weather and traffic. When you walk out that door, you're prepared.
Channel 11 News at 5, covering more news happening in Beaver County. More than 2 weeks after the Pennsylvania primary, the final votes are officially counted in Allegheny County. Officials say the turnout was at 42%. It took some extra time to count all the mail-in and absentee ballots. More than 200,000 people voted by mail. That is more than double the number of people who voted in person. The results will be officially certified next week. And in Westmoreland County, the final numbers have been delayed by 1 week. The Elections Bureau director told our Trib partners additional time is needed to ensure every ballot has been counted properly.
New at noon, Governor Tom Wolf signed a law this morning to help prepare for the November general election. The bill requires the Department of State to publish a report on the primary election to help identify any necessary changes to the state election code. Election officials across the country are expecting the election to break records, and that is raising some concerns. The reason, of course, the threat of COVID-19 spreading. Several states are allowing people to vote by mail if they're able to comfortably head to the local polling place, including Pennsylvania. But experts say more voting options are needed.
It's a little trite to say, like, this will be the most important election in our lifetimes, but this really does seem like it's the most important election of our lifetime.
Dr. McDonald worries we could see more widespread problems on Election Day. The biggest impact will likely be the wait times to allow people to vote. We'll be tracking election concerns in our special politics section on the WPXI News app.
This makes the district susceptible to an anti-discrimination lawsuit.
A mascot controversy, the nickname that has parents calling for change.
And a potential breakthrough in the fight against coronavirus. A common steroid is helping patients recover. The local health system already using the drug.
Plus, I'm updating Storm Tracker to pinpoint the best times to get outside the next couple of days.
You're streaming WPXI Now, your source for original local shows. Steelers, Penguins, Pirates, and more. The hottest Pittsburgh sports topics with even hotter opinions. Halftime adjustments. Wednesday nights at 7:30 on WPXI Now. Every candidate, every voice, every vote matters. From the campaign trail to your backyard, we're talking to the candidates about the big issues and to the voters who will decide the election. Channel 11 News, Decision 2020 coverage you can count on. Make sure you know everything happening in the morning. Watch Channel 11 Morning News.
A live look now from the Channel 11 tower cam. Rain, some sun, some clouds, so kind of a mixed bag today. And apparently stray showers are in this area right now.
And meteorologist Scott Harbaugh tracking the rain and the chance for pop-up thunderstorms certainly out there, Scott.
Yeah, all about location today. Not everyone is going to get wet. Some areas already getting some rain. 74 right now in Pittsburgh, and as Peggy mentioned, a lot of cloud cover right now. East wind currently at about 10 miles per hour. Here's Storm Tracker Doppler 11 radar. Notice the showers just starting to pop in Allegheny and Washington County to the south. Numerous showers in the mountains southeast of Pittsburgh, down near Morgantown in that I-68 corridor. This is where rainfall will be most prevalent during the afternoon. It's just closer to the storm system, but really anywhere can pick up a shower. Visible satellite, still a pretty good looking day along the I-80 corridor. Lots of clouds everywhere else this afternoon. Any yard work that needs to be done today, keep in mind, thunderstorm possible in a couple of spots this afternoon. So I'll take you neighborhood by neighborhood with Storm Tracker. Coming up in a few minutes, pinpointing those locations most likely to see rain throughout the day.
1.5 million people filed unemployment claims for the first time last week. This is the 13th consecutive week jobless claims have been over 1 million as the pandemic continues to batter the economy. The elevated numbers continue despite every state in the country reopening to some extent. By many metrics, the economy improved, but the unemployment figures continue to show a persistent drag in the labor market.
A potential breakthrough treatment in the fight against coronavirus. A new study showing that a common steroid saved the lives of patients on ventilators. And Channel 11's Aaron Martin found out 2 local health systems are already studying it.
What's made fighting the coronavirus difficult for doctors is that it's new and plenty of unknowns remain. But a drug nearly every doctor is familiar with could be the key to saving the most critically ill.
It's one of the cheapest medications we have, one of the most widely available medications, and something that we have a lot of experience with.
It's called dexamethasone, a common steroid. Results from a recent British study show the drug caused the death rate among coronavirus patients on ventilators to drop by 1/3.
This is the first treatment that's really given us pause with the finding from a large randomized trial that says we should actually start doing this.
UPMC intensivist Dr. Christopher Seymour says the healthcare system is already testing the steroid as part of its international clinical trials, which uses AI to test different therapies and drug combinations and adjust based on what's working best.
In fact, we've been testing higher doses, which has the potential perhaps to add benefit.
Seymour says the study's results are encouraging. UPMC and Allegheny Health Network confirmed they plan on using the drug to treat critically ill coronavirus patients once they see the study for themselves.
We're waiting to see the full data that's gone through peer review and a rigorous assessment of both the safety of the drug as well as its effectiveness. If all of that works out, then this really could be a game changer.
Aaron Martin, Channel 11 News.
The British research team that conducted the study says they will release it soon, but said they wanted to get word out quickly about the encouraging results. And researchers say not only does it help, but it's a common drug and it's cheap.
More than 30 lawsuits have now been filed against Giant Eagle over its mask policy. According to our partners at the Trib, the lawsuits claim discrimination under the Americans with Disabilities Act. People with medical conditions say employees yelled at them and physically escorted them out of stores because they were not wearing a mask. The state mandate says if you have a medical reason or condition, you do not need to wear a mask. Giant Eagle told the Trib they're reviewing the complaints and are not going to comment right now. A woman from East Huntington and a man from Fayette County are accused of stealing $250,000 from the woman's ex-husband. According to the Trib, state police say the pair carried out a scheme between 2016 and 2018. In one instance, police say the woman took out an $80,000 loan, telling her ex-husband the money was for their son's college tuition. But police say she was really buying a house with the other man. Police say the pair also racked up nearly $100,000 in credit card debt. Both suspects are out on bond.
A controversy growing in a Pennsylvania school district surrounding its mascot. Some parents saying it is racist and biased. The Red Raider is the mascot for the Bellefonte School District in Center County. Parents expressed their opinions at a board meeting this week.
The term red, an offensive racial reference word relating to skin color, and raider, a derogatory description of ancestry is evident.
To us, the Red Raider is a symbol of strength and loyalty. And it was never about race.
Board members say the decision should be made by students. So far, a vote has not been scheduled.
As lawmakers debate how to reform police departments, a dramatic shift has taken place in the nation's opinions on policing and race. A new poll by the Associated Press shows that about 50% of Americans say police violence against the public is a, quote, very or extremely serious problem. Only about a third of Americans felt that way in 2015. About 20% of Americans say police violence is not a serious problem.
Demolition Day on hold. What could stop a section of downtown Pittsburgh from being torn down?
Every 10 minutes, Scott and Tricia are going to tell you how to start your day.
You can get a lot of things on your phone when it comes to the weather, but you can't get Scott's expertise. He's trying to narrow in on your neighborhood to let you know what you could expect.
You're going to know what to wear. You're going to know what the kids need to wear.
We call Tricia Pittman our expert for good reason.
You ask Tricia, where is the closure? She knows it, and 3 ways around it.
She's been doing this longer than anybody else. She has a direct pipeline to PennDOT.
They're the best in the city. You're prepared every 10 minutes, every day.
Severe weather coverage where you live.
On Channel 11 News.
The demolition of Froggies may have to wait. The Pittsburgh History and Landmarks Foundation wants to save the building that housed the once popular downtown bar. It's just one of the historic buildings the Troiani family is looking to tear down. The preservation group told our Business Times partners this is the city's first side historic district, which is listed on the National Register of Historic Places. The development company wants to build a new residential and office tower along the Boulevard of the Allies. They say it would cost far too much to save any part of the original structure. The Planning Commission, though, will have the final say, and a vote is expected at an upcoming meeting.
Lawmakers say the federal agency in charge of aircraft safety hasn't done enough to protect passengers. It comes as investigations are underway into the 2 deadly plane crashes involving the Boeing 737 MAXs that killed more than 300 people. The FAA administrator defended the agency, saying it changed the certification process. But a father who lost his daughter in one of those crashes wants more accountability.
I will not sign off on this aircraft until all FAA technical reviews are complete. I also intend to pilot the aircraft myself before the FAA makes any ungrounding decision.
The first crash should not have happened. The second crash is inexcusable.
Senators have proposed legislation for aircraft certification reform and protection for whistleblowers. The coronavirus pandemic has hammered small businesses. We're learning how they can get their hands on critical money from Harrisburg.
Plus, off and on showers the next couple of days. I'm timing out the best opportunities to get outside.
Channel Channel 11 covers weather everywhere you live.
And we have the experience to get it right. We know the unique weather patterns across our neighborhoods.
That's why it can be raining in Beaver County,
while it's dry in Westmoreland County.
It can be raining in Beaver County,
while it's dry in Westmoreland County.
Weather coverage you can count on.
When news is happening near you, Channel 11 is there.
Aliquippa, Coraopolis, Moon. We cover news everywhere you live.
That's what makes Channel 11 News different.
We're in McCandless, Cranberry, Butler. For news from where you live,
watch Channel 11 News at 5.
Watch Catherine Amenta and Gordon Lesh on Channel 11 Morning News.
The coronavirus pandemic has forced both of these Washington County businesses to close for good, and their story isn't unique. Channel 11's Kara Sapaida shows us the help available for businesses on the brink.
If you're a small business owner, maybe you haven't heard about this yet. More than $200 million in grants coming to help Pennsylvania small businesses, in many cases the ones operating in a lower capacity now that we're in the green zone, struggling to make ends meet. As Pennsylvania small businesses open in the green zone, many are still struggling to stay afloat, operating at a smaller capacity with less workers, less revenue, more stress.
And so we want to try to get this word out, try to get people ready and prepared so that, it can, that rumor mill can go around and the small business owners that are on this call can share this information with other small businesses they know.
Senator Lindsey Williams hosted a town hall Zoom call inviting small business owners to listen and ask questions about a new round of grants coming to help small businesses in the state and reassure these owners this time the process will be streamlined and simpler. The funding is from the Pennsylvania Department of Community and Economic Development, with 3 different programs totaling more than $225 million in grants that will be distributed through community development financial institutions.
There will be roughly around $200 million in grants for those businesses. So if you do the math, if everybody gets some of the funding, it'll be $200 per business. That's probably not enough to help anyone. So there's got to be some decisions that are made as to how those funds get targeted.
Officials working with the state say eligible businesses will have to have 25 full-time employees or less. There will be oversight to make sure franchises don't double dip, and businesses who have experienced the biggest losses will receive the most help.
This is going to be structured a little differently where the money won't be first come, first serve. So it will give the opportunity for everyone to to apply and we're hoping to make this process much more fair so that as people learn about it, they can apply and still get that assistance.
Carol Sapaida, Channel 11 News.
The final details about this application process and the grants are still being finalized, but officials expect round 1 of applications to be ready in early July.
Meanwhile, a record number of stores are expected to close. As many as 25,000 across the U.S. say they will pack it in before the year is out. Of those, more than half of the closures are expected at malls, and clothing and department stores are expected to be hit the hardest.
Your severe weather Team 11 forecast.
We talk all the time. We live in a vast area and the weather's not the same everywhere. Well, here's a really good example. Just simply looking through our PennDOT cameras right now. I-79, Kerwin Heights, not seeing much in the way of shadows on the road. Plenty of cloud cover. You go up I-79 towards Cranberry, much brighter skies. See the shadows with the vehicles. So depending on where you are today, you either have overcast skies or you're seeing a fair amount of sunshine. And the farther south you go, the thicker the cloud cover is right now. 63 in Somerset, 74 in Pittsburgh, Beaver currently at 77 degrees. Storm Tracker, Doppler 11 radar. We do have some showers. They've been fairly persistent in Somerset County, in Garrett County throughout the morning hours, and now starting to pop a couple into the Mon Valley, just east of Washington, just south of I-70 right now. A pretty good cell working its way back towards Irwin. This is really at the new Stanton interchange where 70 meets the Pennsylvania Turnpike. This is just going to skirt the southern part of Irwin as it goes through the next half hour to 45 minutes. Notice on Storm Tracker, not widespread coverage, but if you split our viewing area in half, south of Pittsburgh, better chance of showers and storms than north of Pittsburgh, and that'll be the case throughout the afternoon. South of Pittsburgh is just closer to the area of low pressure. Over the Carolinas, a little more juice to work with the farther south you go. Then as we head into the evening hours, this all begins to fall apart a little bit. So by the time we get to 8, 9, 10 o'clock tonight, really not much left, and most of the night will be fairly quiet. So doing some grilling early this evening. Watch out for a shower or a rumble of thunder early. By 7 o'clock, mostly cloudy and 76 degrees. We'll drop down to 62 overnight tonight. Again, spotty showers. Could be a rumble of thunder this evening. Tomorrow, we do the whole thing over again. Scattered showers, couple of storms. Again, the bulk of the day will be dry. High temperature tomorrow back to 80 degrees. Here's Storm Tracker tomorrow morning. Couple sprinkles at 8:30 in the morning. Then many dry hours. The best chance of showers and thunderstorms tomorrow is going to be east into the Laurel Highlands, but even a couple start to pop back into the Pittsburgh area tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening. We're going to continue this pattern off and on right into the middle of next week. Rainfall total over the next 7 days, 1 to 2 inches. So right now, not looking at any widespread flooding concerns, but keep in mind, if you get a slower moving thunderstorm, whether it be Friday or Sunday or even Monday, can drop some heavy amounts of rain in a short period of time. And this pattern is going to continue into the first part of next week, along with the humidity in that muggy to humid range the next couple of days. High temperatures today and tomorrow near 80 degrees, but by the time we get to Saturday and Sunday, looking at high temperatures in the mid-80s and humidity up a bit too. 84 on Saturday with an isolated thunderstorm. Sunday, scattered showers, few storms, high temperature about 86 degrees, and more of the same Monday with a high of 82. But keep in mind, most of the daylight hours will be dry each and every day.
Thanks, Scott. The show must go on. That was the decision from Mars council members. According to our partners at Butler Radio, they voted to move ahead with the July 4th fireworks show. Officials need to find a fireworks company that will put on the display. It's not guaranteed to be a full show, though. And Connellsville will also have their fireworks show. The mayor says a time and a place is still being determined, but it will either be July 4th or the 5th. City Council is looking for sponsors to help cover the costs.
Chipotle is offering customers more ways to order online. Starting Monday, you can order by going to Chipotle's Facebook page, clicking Message Us, then give your location to find the closest restaurant. Chipotle is also offering a group ordering option where you can share a link with friends or coworkers to order simultaneously.
It will soon be back to business for movie theaters. What you will need to do first before even leaving your home. Now here's local steals and deals.
Hi guys, Lisa Robertson here, and I have a question for you. When you wake up in the morning, what's the first thing you do? Check your phone. Wait, this morning I woke up at 1:26 a.m. You know how I know? I checked my phone, right? I'm at home all the time now. I spend all my time on my phone, my iPad, and my laptop. Guess what I'm doing? I'm getting lots of blue light. And I've been reading a lot of articles lately, and they're talking about how people believe that blue light can impair your vision over time. It might age your skin over time. It might affect your sleeping. Maybe that's why I was up at 1:26 a.m. And just in time, Local Steals and Deals found the perfect idea. This is iJust. Great concept, right? So this little protector, super easy. You put it on your devices once, your iPads, your smartphones, your laptops, right? You put it on once, you put it on yourself, super easy, and you're done. You don't have to do another thing. You don't have to wear glasses. You don't have to change settings. You don't have to do any of that. A friend of mine put their phone on some setting that didn't have the blue light, and then everything was brown, and they couldn't even look at their phone. No changing the way you look at your phone. This is the best idea ever. And I love the fact that it does all the work for you, and you only have to put it on once. So think about how much time we're all spending on these devices. Isn't it great that this is going to be something that helps protect you from the blue light? And P.S. and by the way, it also helps protect your screens from breakage. If you're as clumsy as I am, that's a great idea. And it's smudge proof. How much do you love that? I'm going to put this on every single phone in my house, every laptop, every iPad. And here's another idea. Oh my gosh, I need to get that for some friends of mine because they might not even know that this exists, because Local Steals and Deals finds you great things that you probably don't know about, and then we bring you values that you can't get anywhere else. Right now on localsteals.com, these are 30% off. So start thinking, how much time am I spending on my devices? Wouldn't it be great to never have to worry about it again? How many people could use this as much as I could? And then look us up.
You put on Channel 11 Morning News. There is a team that has been working all night to get you the news you need.
The news doesn't stop. We don't stop.
I know you have a busy morning. I'm a mom, too, and you're doing 1,000 different things.
We want to make sure you know everything you need to know to get prepared for your day as you head out the door.
You're going to get weather and traffic every 10 minutes. Jennifer is going to tell you the breaking news as it's happening.
We're not repeating the same stories over and over. We're digging for those new details.
You can be assured that you're going to get all the information you need before you head out the door.
When you want news from where you live,
watch Channel 11 News at 5.
Yesterday at noon, we told you it will soon be back to business for Cinemark theaters. Theaters in McCandless and Robinson will reopen July 3rd. Locations in Beaver County and Monroeville will follow a week later. Cinemark is the first movie theater chain in the U.S. to reopen. Its CEO believes people want to come back.
I think people want to go and have a shared cinematic experience in a big theater.
Cinemark will sanitize theaters at the start of the day and between screenings. Workers will undergo health screenings. You will have to reserve your seat so Cinemark can space its customers out.
And this makes you happy?
It should.
30 Rock is back for one night only. The cast of the NBC sitcom, led by Tina Fey and Alec Baldwin, will reunite next month for a special. The broadcast will showcase NBC's fall lineup, and you'll see it Thursday, July 16th, right here on Channel 11. People want this Father's Day to be the best one yet. The National Retail Federation expects shoppers to spend $17 billion on Father's Day gifts. 77% of shoppers say they surveyed, say Father's Day is especially important because we are in a pandemic and they want their dad to have a gift that matters. It looks like shoppers are willing to spend more for that to happen. The NRF says each shopper will spend around $149 on Father's Day gifts.
It's coming up quickly. I better move it.
Better.
That's all for Channel 11 News at noon. Our next newscast is tonight at 5.
You can get breaking news updates anytime on our streaming apps. Just search WPXI on Apple TV, Roku, or Amazon Fire. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.
In Severe Weather Center 11, we cover weather everywhere you live.
And we have the experience to get it right. We know the weather patterns across our neighborhoods and understand the unique influences on your area.
It's why